Greetings, brothers and sisters. Today I'm going to talk about the work that I've been doing for over 20 years now in the Jamaican society, dealing with the racism and discrimination that is very much present in our society today. You know, slavery was abolished in 1838 and the labor riots broke out in 1938, which led to the formation of what is taught as Jamaica's first political party. But the truth is, it was Marcus Garvey in 1929 who did form Jamaica's very first political party, and that party, which was formed out of the labor riots in 1938, then went on to fight for adult suffrage in 1944, because the Jamaican people at that time did not have the right to vote. You could vote because you own land. But this is a newspaper that I was the editor of in 1997, the Umoja newspaper. It is a Swahili word meaning unity, and we put this article, Racism at Jamaica's largest building society, on the front page of the Umoja newspaper, because the brother who was working at this building society for over 19 years was fired from his job because he started to wear his hair in the style that we call dreadlocks. And so we investigated and we put the article on the front page of the newspaper, and we didn't stop there. We went, when we printed the newspaper back in 97, we went at the offices of the building society here in Jamaica, and we began to distribute the paper to our fellow Jamaicans to get them to understand what was happening to our people at that time. And it's very much still happening today. And we marched for 2 days, and it was a Monday. Then we came back on a Tuesday, and they called us in and they gave the brother back his job. But this is a very real problem in the Jamaican society. As recently as 2011, September of 2011, there's an article in the Gleaner newspaper where business people tell very openly the Heart Trust NTA, which is a national training agency, that they will not hire Jamaicans who are black skinned. And if our people go on the beaches, for example, and you are black skinned, you are asked to leave. And this problem I raised in 2015 with 2 ministers of government in a public meeting at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel. And one minister told me in front of over 600 Jamaicans that he was not aware of this problem and I should go and report it to the police. This is the position that our leaders are taking when it comes to the issue of racism and discrimination in the Jamaican society. And if you are to right now go downtown Kingston, you see our women bleaching their skins. You see our women selling the most dangerous chemicals that they then go and they mix these chemicals together, and they will do whatever it takes to get a lighter and a lighter and a lighter complexion, because they are convinced that in the Jamaican society in the year 2018, the way that they will move ahead is to have a lighter complexion. And this is very sad. Our leaders must now move to address this problem head on. They must address it by establishing some commission, some agency, whether it may be in the Prime Minister's office or it could be in the Ministry of Culture. This problem must be dealt with. It must be acknowledged by our leaders, and something must be done to lift up the spirit of our people and to say to the Jamaican people, you are a part of the society. If you are black skin, light skin, whatever you are a part of the Jamaican society and you are equal to everyone else. Every Jamaican must be valued in the same way. Every Jamaican must have the same opportunities to succeed in the Jamaican society. And we have a Prime Minister who is very much light-skinned. And I can tell you myself, as a light-skinned Jamaican, it is real. We do get opportunities. We do get doors open to us because we are light-skinned. And it would be such a beautiful thing to see a light-skinned Jamaican Prime Minister say enough is enough and to address this problem once and for all. I want to talk about something that we were able to do back in 1998 to deal with this problem that we were facing. We not only got this brother back his job and highlighted this issue on the front page of the Umoja, but after that, some months after that, a white man made the mistake of telling the president of the organization at the time that black people should be glad for slavery because that is how we are able to read and write. And this white man was so confident. He's quite wealthy. His last name, you can take his last name and you can go and look in the archives and you will see his family name. You will see the amount of brothers and sisters that they enslaved at the time, and you can see the amount of land that they have in Jamaica at the time. So he was so confident in himself because he was powerful. His family has always been powerful. They have always been able to do what they can with our people. And so in 98 he made the statement that we should be happy for slavery because that is how we are able to read and write. And we decided as an organization we wouldn't let that stand. And he owned at the time a business, a fried chicken business, which was an American company that he owned the franchise of here in Jamaica. And we gathered support from students at the University of the West Indies and the Jamaican people, and we marched against this man's businesses for 1 week, calling on the Jamaican people to boycott his business. And within a couple months he had to close down all of his fried chicken restaurants all over Jamaica. This is back in 1998. So I am telling you that the kingdom of heaven, Jesus said, is something that will bring about separation even between a mother and a daughter, a father and a son. Because when you begin to realize the corruption and injustice that exists in the society, you cannot say you are a Christian, you are a believer in the gospel and the good news, and you sit and you do nothing, you say nothing, you make no effort to do something to help your fellow Jamaicans. And so we must continue. We must never give up the work of building a new Jamaica, the work of creating what John saw in the book of Revelation, a new heaven and a new earth. And let me tell you, I didn't tell you the name of the business that fired that man who was working with them for over 19 years because they were good enough to repent. They were good enough to give that man back his job. And so whenever we have business people who are willing to be a part of a new Jamaica, are willing to work to create a society where every Jamaican will get the same opportunities for forward movement, whenever our business people are willing to be a part of a society built on the principles of truth, justice, and equality, we welcome them, we will work with them, and if they are willing to work with us, certainly we will move forward together. And we want our leaders to do the same. Just like this business called us in and sat with us and spoke with us and was willing to give that man back his job, I am saying to the leaders of the Jamaican society, you must begin to do something, make a change, repent, because the kingdom is within all of us. All of us have the potential to be better and to do better. Thank you, brothers and sisters. One love.